it's not easy in politics in the UK and in Scotland to get that sort of consensus, but we did manage it back in the 1990s with not just the Labour Party but also with civic society and business all cooperating in the Constitutional Convention. I would be astonished if there wasn't a similar level of cooperation, perhaps an even greater level of cooperation, because I do believe the Conservatives, shock horror, but the Conservatives are showing signs that they do want to consider more powers for the Parliament, and that they might be willing to enter into that sort of cooperation. And would the SNP walk away from it this time? They did back in the 1990s, but I think they would find it very difficult to walk away from that opportunity to gain more powers for the Parliament.
But the difference between you and Annabel Goldie, as she made clear last week in this very amphitheatre, she's not prepared. She may be prepared to collaborate on ideas and issues, but she's not prepared to get into coalition with anyone. And you know, the rest of you have used that to your own advantage, saying, well, we're not prepared to get into any kind of coalition, we're not going to deliver anything. Yeah. You clearly, over the last 8 years, have been prepared to go into coalition. This manifesto really kind of sets out, I mean, if you get to page 5 of it, I've been further than page 5, I assure you, but if you do get to page 5, there's a kind of month-by-month agenda of what you will do, and it's very much first person. Nicol Stephen will appoint ministers to do this, take the Parliament a Future of Scotland bill, which is not, in case people get the wrong idea, it's not a Future of Scotland brackets independence bill or anything like that. Right. It's a Future of Scotland about young people. And then by July, publishing a sentencing and crime reduction bill. August, community policing plans. September, a Scottish energy bill. October, health plans. November, your plans on reducing business rates in Scotland below the level of the UK as a whole, and then your plans in December for education. Very, very packed and tight 100-day programme, or a little more than 100 days, but a very tight couple of 100 days programme. You're not going to be able to do this, given where you stand in the polls today, are you?
The more people who vote for us, the more of these policies we'll be able to deliver in government. And we don't hold all the aces, it's the Scottish voters who hold the aces in terms of the outcome of the election on the 3rd of May. But I can make this prediction. It's almost certain that we will all be minority parties on the 4th of May.
Yeah.
And therefore the responsibility on those who believe in stable government is to work together, is to cooperate. And we believe we can get a very substantial number of these policies delivered in government, and that's what we're about, and that's what I find extraordinary about the Conservative approach. They just haven't caught up with the modern politics of Scotland. If you say you're not going to work with others, that you're going to stand back from all of this, you're effectively saying you may like my manifesto, but what point is there voting for it, because there's absolutely no prospect of it being delivered in government.